Right, okay. I forgot to mention one more thing. One of those libraries you were going to download is something called React Router DOM, right? Let's see. Yeah, React Router DOM. This is the current version I'm using. What this helps us is going to help us create different pages. The editor page and that. I don't think I talked about this, but let me show you guys this Figma design I just made recently. We're going to have a picture. We're going to have a picture for the blog, right, or whatnot. You know, whatever you're trying to create. If the user doesn't enter it, we're going to use a default. We're going to have this title from right here, this title thing right here. Let me just get rid of this. We'll have the description here, some of the tags, and we'll make this clickable. And if the user clicks on it, we'll show like a specific, blog and whatnot, or whatever you're trying to create. We'll show something like this, right? Everything in here will be within the text editor, within right here. This will be our title, and these two will be our tags and whatnot. And we'll have a date up here. That's what I'm pretty much thinking for the specific blog page, right? Let's see. Do we need anything else? This should be your React app right now. All right, let's get to cleaning, right? Let's get to cleaning. It's cleaning time. Get rid of those. We don't need that. I don't think we need this logo SVG as well. Very useless. If you want to keep that, I'll keep that. No worries. We're going to be using style components as well for the styling. Now, app.test. We don't need this. We don't need index CSS. We don't need logo SVG. We don't need report nor setup. I think the last thing we gotta clean up is this. Yeah, so just get rid of this last part. In this index.js, we're going to be importing. Sorry, not installing. We're going to be importing something called browser router. Yeah, from instead of typing this whole thing, you could just type, the initial, right? So RRD React Router DOM. Do we need anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it. What you want to use is what you want to use is what you want to use. I gotta start using different words, man. Browser router, right? You want to encapsulate the app component in this. We want to be able to create different pages, right? So next. Let's see. Import. I can't even type properly. Import routes. Route from RRD. Yeah, we want to get these two components as well from React Router DOM. I think they had a major update, maybe a while back, but I think we used to import something called switch, something called link, router, blah blah, and we used to import a lot of different things, but they kind of like simplified that whole thing, right? Instead of using switch, we're going to be using something called routes that we just imported to encapsulate every route, right? So for the first route, it's going to be path. We got to give it a path. Just give it a dot slash. This is going to be our home, like I said. We're going to create that component. Right now we don't have it, but this is going to be our first component, right? And then when we click on this, this will be our next component, if that's making sense, right? Let's go back to the code, create that first route. I think instead of doing component, I think we do element, and then yeah, it's going to start crying. This compiler. Now, let's see, home.jsx. We could do home.js, but like just doing JSX gives us more support, right? You could do lorem 20. I mean, you could do many things really. RFC. I forgot to mention, if you don't have ES7 plus React or whatever this thing is, if you don't have the snippet downloaded on your extension from your extensions, and you want to get that, it makes React a lot easier. You can just type three letters, right? You got a component right there. I don't like this. Maybe, yeah. We'll do this and whatnot. What else do we need? Yes, we need editor component. Editor.jsx. RC on this as well. Editor, right? So we have two components now. We gotta go back to app.js, and now what you want to do is you want to pretty much just home. I don't think we have home imported. I think what we could do is a little trick. We can instead just type the whole thing it's going to recognize, hey, do you want to install this? Not install, but you want to import. That we could do that, yeah. Pretty much just copy this, and if user goes to editor slash editor, we should do slash editor. The slash editor page, render editor. Yeah, it's also going to recognize that we have something called editor, so it's going to import that pretty much. I think that's pretty much it for now. Let's see. Yes, yes, sir. There we go. So home, initially, it's going to render home. Editor, yes, it's going to show the editor page. If we can go back, yeah. I think that's pretty much it going to be for this. That's pretty much going to be it for this video. But maybe for the next, what we could start doing is, you know, configuring our buttons, creating these inputs and whatnot. Maybe creating just a long video, getting the proper styles, everything. And I think that's pretty much going to be it. And maybe the video after that is going to be focused on creating the cards, being able to view those cards properly, blah blah blah, and whatnot. Let me see. Let me know if you guys are really confused on anything. Maybe I'll clarify it a bit more with another video. That's pretty much going to be it for this one, though.